I'm
parents
not
are
gonna
like
do that.
actually
I'm being
fucking,
dramatic,
like,
you
Yeah.
dick fuck.
Nah, I know.
You
Fuck
dick.
you.
But some people,
What you guys
Spit it out,
kinda-
Luch.
Bro, I'm trying to get to it. All right. Fucking hell, man.
I've never believed in God or religion. It's stuff is a form of control, and it's honestly some brainwashing shit. Yo,
I ain't letting no one's power up in front of me. Like, spit it out.
bro,
That's exactly what I was thinking.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to GG Podcast, where you get to tune in and get a glimpse of the guys. Thank you for those that are watching and listening. My name's Luciano,
Tyler.
Miller.
and we're GG Podcast. Let's get ready to go through our week. How you guys been throughout the week? What's been going on? What's been popping?
Not shit, Luch. Not shit.
Not
Been a
shit.
good week for me, honestly.
Yeah.
Just dropped a new song on SoundCloud.
Yeah, go check that out. Links
What was the
in
name of
the-
it? What was the name of it, Jerry?
Only Yours, Jay Tremendous. Go check it out.
Yeah,
SoundCloud.
that is tough. That is
Only
tough.
yours, J. Tremendous.
I saw that whatchamacallit, the TikTok you posted. That shit was fire too. You like did the before and after editing. That was tough.
that's
I like
dope.
that. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you, thank
Russ be doing that shit on Twitter. People.
really that's tough.
Does he
I
do
like
it
after?
that.
Huh?
Shit, great minds think alike. I didn't even know he did that.
Yeah, he does that.
That's tough.
Shit. Yeah.
That's fine.
I don't know. I was chilling. We had our team had a game yesterday versus RPI, and I guess we smacked the fuck out of them. Yeah, like 6-1. So that was good though. Yeah. So
They fucking suck, huh?
Oh yeah, no, they asked
For all the people at RPI, y'all suck.
Yeah, we started
Is it?
drinking before, like at the game ending like that. So we had a bottle of tequila in the locker room, and
Before the game ended?
oh no, I mean like the
Oh,
game
that's what I was
ended,
saying.
like game
That's what I was
ended,
saying.
and like
No, that's what it did.
I was like,
it
y'all are
was-
drinking on the
no,
bench.
that'd be fucking crazy. That'd be fucking
That would
crazy.
be
Through the Gatorade bottles, just like that'd be great. No, so we won that shit. Went to the bar after. That was an interesting night.
Why was it interesting?
Yeah, explain that.
You know, it was a mixture of a couple circumstances.
Like what?
Like a couple too many drinks, you know.
You throwing up,
you
Noah?
know. Hell no. Actually, I was taking care of my boy though, yo. So pretty much we had drank like beforehand, and then like we go to his crib and like we pregame a little bit more because he had to change after the game and shit. I'm like, yeah, but so I change, we change, whatever. And he's like, we get some drinks, and he's like, oh, like take a little snap of the bowl, and I'm like, bet, bro, like we'll get that and we'll leave. This man, like, hit that shit, and he was just kind of Jay chilling, and I was Jay chilling too at first, and I was like, damn, I was like, I don't know, I'm about to interact with these females, whatever. So I'm like, whatever, it is what it is. Like I'm already feeling that shit. I'm like, I told my boy, I was like, yeah, it's about to be a night for the boys. Like I'm about to be just chilling, hanging, I ain't gonna care. And then we start up late, we pulled through. The boys are buzzing since we won today. A couple people are handing out a couple shots here and there. That was fun. And then post, we went to our like little rookie house. We chilled there. And then that's when my boy he took a hard fall, bro. He ain't even fall. Like he just died. Like I don't know. Like all of a sudden he's like, yeah, like I just need 1 second. Should go outside. I'm like, hey, bet, yo, like I heard that. I'll just get you in a minute. I go back outside. He's head in hands, bro, like sitting down. And I'm like, oh nah. I'm like, oh no. I was really down bad. So I was like, all right, bro, like you good over here? He's like, 5-10 minutes, bro, I'll be straight. Nah, nigga, he needed an hour. And then I was like, yo, I'm gonna leave, yo. Like I gotta go. Like I was trying to like come back. I gave him like 3 cups of water. Like, bro, I was trying to like help him out. And I was like, bro, like it's dumb late now. Like I need to go. You need to sleep at these niggas' crib, bro. Like you not moving anywhere. So he ended up doing that. So that was an interesting night. I walked back home dumb late. Like I fucking absolutely munched the fuck out of this salad work shit. Bro, speaking of, we go to Salad Works before the game. Bro, the girls working behind that counter, they was kind of bad, bro. They started talking me up, like flirting a little bit, right? So I'm talking my shit, and I got my suit on before the game. Think I was feeling fresh as fuck. Like, what the fuck? I like, so I was in there. So I was chatting her up, I'm like, asked her name. I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm trying to, she gave me extra protein and like 2 extra sides. Nigga, I was feeling great. I was feeling great, honestly. Great way before the game. I was filled up, feeling great. Nothing more to ask for us.
Gotta love that.
But,
It
It was a
worked
pretty
out.
good week there, eh?
yeah. And that was just in the weekend. You know what I'm saying? The week itself.
I think solid work should be a pregame ritual for you then.
I think it should. I really do.
Honestly.
Do. I'm about to bring
Shit,
Salad
man.
Works back to my crib. I ain't gonna crib.
What, the
Shit,
girl or the
man.
salad?
Both.
You gonna toss her salad?
We'll see about that, bro.
Hey, yo. He a
Yeah, that's
booty
good.
eater.
Nah, you a
You a
munch,
booty
nigga.
muncher.
You a munch.
Booty munch.
He's a booty muncher.
Fucking my week
Yo.
after the last podcast where I had food poisoning,
Yeah.
it was a definitely tough 2 days. Yeah,
Props to you, man. Props to you, for real.
very very tough.
Hanging it in there.
But you know, we recover, we keep moving, played you know, soccer still and everything. So it was all good.
Damn.
You just had to
Covered
go.
well with the injury and shit.
Yeah, I had to go through it. I mean, my knee's not been hurting because it goes on and off sometimes. So like,
Yeah, I know you were saying that, but
I just been consistently doing the massaging and workouts
Yeah.
and stuff. So it's
Mhm.
been feeling
Feel
good. Yeah, been a hard week of fitness, bro. Like hard week.
really.
Just like run the fields and certain times that we have to get to, and it's like, fuck. And the sun is beaming as well. Like the sun here is so
Heating you up.
strong, and
Yeah.
it's like going into summer. So it's like going from spring to summer right now. So it's good. I mean, it's beautiful weather and
It's so
everything,
crazy. Yeah.
but it's tough.
That's
It's tough.
yo. I was actually thinking about I actually think about this a lot. Like, you know, like how in the North Hemisphere we have Christmas in the winter. I always thought about people that would have it in the summer.
Mhm.
So like,
It's way better.
you think so?
So I know so. It's way
I don't
better.
know.
Yeah,
It's
I
way fucking. I hate the cold. I hate the snow. So
I hate the cold too, but like,
It's just that's just that. If I'm in Barbados and Christmas is here, it's the best time ever.
I mean,
see, but I've never been like somewhere where it's like summer during
Because
Christmas.
you're a
or
loser.
something.
That's crazy.
Thanks.
That's fucking crazy.
And you're a fucking asshole. You're a booty muncher.
Yeah.
I'm not that. I'm definitely not that. Might be an asshole though, but definitely not a booty bunch.
That's crazy.
I'm not Miller.
You are what you eat, yo.
Big booty
you
cheek
are not
guys
talking
in his
about me.
DMs. You remember?
But, bro,
That's crazy. That's just not me, bro. Get off my
fucking
line.
bro. Yesterday was the first time I went out here.
Really?
Oh,
How was that?
Yeah. I went out.
Yeah, I saw
nice-
that. You snapped me.
Yeah, I went out on a nice little like brewery type bar thing with like some of my cousins and friends and stuff, and my brother. So it was good.
You look
It was
cool.
nice little night out to enjoy some
with the
good time and like people my age as well. So it was good. Had a little beer too or something, you know, something light. Nothing too serious.
I went to 40-40.
How was that?
I like it. It's a lot
Is it
of
a bar?
It's a 40-40 club, so bar and club ish, but more bar, I think, in my opinion. But it's more like a lounge than a club.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it, but it's called 40-40 Club. They play great music, and it seemed like there's a lot of like wealthy black people up in there, so that was cool. Like, actually, my nights actually started because we were going to this place called the Taj Lounge, and I ended up getting to New York a little later, so like 12 or 11:45. Go to the Taj Lounge. This line is wrapped around the block, and Taj Lounge is right by Slate. So I was like, all right, no, we're not gonna make it in here. Let's just go to Slate. Slate's line is wrapped around the block the other way. So I was like, yeah, we're not doing this. And then we try to go to a rooftop bar. I'm at Contavio, by the way. But I try to go to a rooftop bar called Nebula. And like we pull up small line. I'm like, oh, this is straight. But I noticed, like, I'm dressed nice, but I'm noticing, like, these people are, like, dressed to the nines, like, fucking damn near tuxes and, like, business suits and shit.
Yeah.
Girls in dresses, you, bada bing, bada boom, bling, all on the, like, it was crazy. And then I was like, you know what, Todd? Before I even get to the front of the line, you want to ask this man how much it costs to get in here? And he said, $200 minimum each person. I said, yep, you can't go here either, Tom. So we ended up at 4040 Club.
Well, crazy. Yo, that's like that place in Florida. What that was right next to our.
No, that was $1,600. There wasn't $1,500 for 4 of us.
That's what I'm saying. It was like a rack or something. It was at least I thought it was a rack each person.
No.
I think it was like
whole table. Yeah. That's what they were doing. Only tables and bottle service at the thing. So we ended up at 4040. Which is also a nice club. And I thought we were going to have the same experience because they had all the cars outside were like BMW i8s, limos pulling up to the thing, dropping these black people off. I'm thinking this shit's about to be like, about to be a wrap. But it's actually free to get in. At least yesterday it was free to get in and there's no line. No, it was cool. I fucks with it. They play good music.
Where was it again?
Manhattan.
What part?
It's right by Slate. I can't remember which street. Slate's on West 21st. I can't remember which street. This is right by it, though. So it's probably like 23rd.
Okay. That's a good look.
Yeah, that's nice.
But yeah, that was dope. It was dope. I kind of want to know what the rooftop club was like, though, being so damn expensive. I mean, all these people, I'm telling you, are dressed to the motherfucking
nines. Of course. If it's a $200 minimum to get in,
yeah,
you got it. Like you're probably showing out. Like you got money too, obviously.
Show out time.
Yeah.
I didn't show out. That's not the way I show out. That's not the way. Crazy part is I wasn't going to do that. I was going to do that.
She said, I was thinking about it for a second.
I was. I definitely was. I definitely was thinking about doing it. But
nah. That's good looks though. Damn.
Yeah, shit, man.
Did I watch any football this weekend, or last weekend, or whatever?
I didn't watch a whole lot beforehand, but I did watch yesterday when I was at the bar too, and that was interesting because of the whole Alabama versus Tennessee game. That was like a pretty big deal. Like very.
I saw that at the club at the 4040 shit too.
Yeah. So I was like, people were getting hyped for that shit. It was a really big upset actually. So Alabama versus Tennessee. Alabama actually beat so Tennessee hasn't beat Alabama since in 15 years. So like this was actually a really big deal. Yeah.
Weren't they both undefeated though too?
Yeah, they were both undefeated. They were both 6-0 at the time. Or no, Tennessee was 5-0 and Bama was 6-0. And also Tennessee was like ranked a lot lower too. So like it was a little crazy. So that was tough.
And Alabama's always up there.
I ain't gonna lie, they were ripping down the goalposts and shit.
Yeah,
they must have been up that night.
They
were off the next day.
Hard, bro. I literally saw a video on Instagram that refs, like, once the game ended, like, because they only won by 3 points. It was like 52-49. So once the game ended and everybody starts rushing the field, bro, like all these people start rushing the field, the refs are like,
getting out of there type shit.
Yeah, they're like, yo, we need to go. Like, oh shit. And so that was pretty cool. But yeah, they tore down the goalpost. People were like riding it in the crowd, like people were on top of it, like standing on it. And then I saw somebody post on Instagram, like they brought a piece of the goalpost back home type shit. I was like, that is wild. But I mean, they were running through the streets with this shit. Like this was like the whole
they must have been fucking up, boy.
Oh, 100%, bro. You know, like every bar, anything was dumb lit, bro. Like any outing.
I ain't gonna lie. I would have gone to Tennessee just for that experience. Party with some crazy white people that only like black people when they're good at football.
Yeah.
It would have been a different experience.
Yeah, we
PLN. Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, when they playing for our team. Nah, but that was pretty crazy. I definitely saw that shit. I don't know. Other than football, that game I didn't really, watch like
you
that.
Saw the dude. You saw the dude What's his name again? Adams.
Devontae Adams.
Oh, Devontae
Yeah,
Adams.
pushed the shit out that camera guy.
That's
That
not
shit
his
is
fault,
crazy.
yo. That's not.
Y'all
his
think he
fault, to
deserved
be
charges?
honest. Nah, hell no,
I don't
bro.
think so at all.
Like,
People,
bro,
I don't
people
think
be
it's
doing
that
too
deep.
much too, and those camera guys be doing a lot too, especially
Yeah,
like
and there he
you
was
see
in the
that shit
tunnel.
all the time. Yeah, exactly. Like you see that shit all the time. These dudes are in your face with that shit. Like, bro, like,
yeah, you know,
come on, like, don't make it a big deal. And then he instantly, if I'm not mistaken, like the dude instantly, like pressed charges or some shit like that. Yeah, like instantly went to court, and everybody. I saw people post about it, and they're like, bro, this camera guy is just about to get a free bag. Like, that's all they're talking about. Because, like, in all honesty, it's easy to just like, I don't know, just point and be like, all right, well, you got the evidence. Like, shit, like, I'm gonna just take it to court, give me a little bit of bread. But at the same time, it's just like, it's stupid as fuck. Like, I think that shit is
that's how the world is fucked up. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think from Devontae Adams' perspective, like, bro, you just lost a pretty big game. Like, he's pissed.
Yeah.
Like, why would you step right in front of him as he's
You're
trying to
not
get
supposed to be in the
line?
tunnel anyways, though.
You know what I mean?
So,
like, yeah.
I
So
didn't
it's
even know they're not
almost
supposed to
like
be in the tunnel, actually. I thought they were allowed to be on like the outside, like down the
he was in the tunnel, like
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
like, bro,
About to be
literally
in his
crossed
face,
path
like
right there. Like,
No, I knew he
why
was
would
right
you
in
put
front of
yourself
him.
in that position?
No,
You know what I mean?
facts.
Like, it's just people like that try to
You asking for something.
yeah,
Probably won't
exactly.
get a job there though, or stick with a job.
He probably
around
won't
there.
have any clearance there anymore. No media clearance. Like,
Shit,
I
he'll get
feel
a
like
bag, though.
you think they would be able to like fire him for that, like pressing charges on their player? You know what I mean? Or
I don't think so. I think Devontae Adams will still be fine 100%. I don't think
Yeah.
they'll release him over that though.
I liked how
honestly.
the
I feel like
coach was
they do
with
that
him.
extra.
The coach supported him like completely though.
Oh really? I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
so I forget what he said like exactly, but he was like 100% supporting him because he knows like if you're getting paid like to compete at a high level in football, like NFL type shit, there's no reason why you wouldn't want to be passionate about it. And like just
Of course.
losing like that, like why would you step in front of a guy like? And the Raiders aren't doing that well either. Like, you know what I mean? Like
fresh out the game type shit too. Like,
yeah, so you already know his
facts.
adrenaline is going.
I was about to say adrenaline's high, like blood is still pumping, like you're still just mad from the loss. Like obviously
Yeah, bro.
you're gonna be heated. Like
Facts.
that shit happens in all the time, every
Was he
single
white?
sport, it doesn't matter.
The camera guy.
yeah,
Bro, the camera guy was a weasel. I can't lie. Like I like, he got pushed to the ground. His face was like, like he was straight ass weasel.
That's
what
crazy.
about Jordan Poole getting punched to the
Oh
ground?
shit! Yeah,
That was
Forgot about that.
crazy. Nigga,
they're tight again,
out, bro.
They're tight
To
again.
be honest,
They're tight
I
again.
thought-
So I don't care.
Yeah,
I seen teammates fight and still be tight
Same.
though. I just didn't
Yeah.
think. First of all, to be knocked out,
Right?
But,
No, to be knocked out.
like he folded.
Do you think he
just
sucker
folded,
punched
dog.
him? He low key did sucker punch him, bro.
No,
Like,
you're not
but Jordan
expecting-
Poole pushed him.
but
I
at the same
see-
time,
I
but
see
why
both.
did
Like he pushed him
Draymond-
aggressively.
But no,
I
why
see
did Draymond press up on Poole?
I
like,
see
get in
both
his face like
perspectives.
that?
I see both perspectives. There's
Yeah.
one perspective is a man is walking up on you, you push him away, and you don't have your hands up. Understand it.
Yeah.
There's another perspective saying you push him away, but it's your teammate. You're not really expecting him to take it there.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
expect him to take it there to just straight sucker punch me, yo. And the fact is, like,
To be honest,
why
if you
is
push me, I
Draymond-
don't know if it was
Bunch of sucker punch.
No, you're right. If you push me, like, it's gonna be like serious. But at the same time, if you're Draymond Green, like, bro, Draymond literally walks up to Jordan Poole, like, pretty much touches him chest to chest and gets in his face. Like, you're asking for something at that point. You're waiting for him to do something. Like, you're antagonizing him, and he was probably waiting for Jordan Poole to push him so he could really rock that nigga. And I honestly think he was looking for it. It's like,
I don't know.
Jordan Poole's legs fell under him, bro. He said,
No,
He did.
he punched him and
On
Draymond
the
tried to
wall,
catch him.
too.
I
Yeah,
never
he
seen that
did.
before. I've never seen
no,
that before.
It did
I've
look
never
bad.
seen it. I just don't
Draymond,
think Go ahead.
what were you saying? I was saying Draymond said himself, like, he didn't like think it was that bad when he looked back at it. He was like, "Oh shit, this is really bad."
Dude,
The way that
Draymond's
Jordan Poole, like,
dumb as
fell.
fuck, bro. Like, and he's, bro, I'm sorry, but like, Draymond, you're not that good to be punching star players like that, bro. Jordan Poole
he is that
is
good.
actually
Yeah,
a
he
star.
is.
He
that
plays his
good.
role. He plays his
You're
role.
right. He's a role player.
Plays his
He's a
role.
good
He's
role
the best
player.
role
You're
player. You can argue since like
but you're gonna punch out Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole is up and coming.
It gets
fucking
competitive.
Great talent though.
But
Jordan Poole is
I don't
nuts.
have a problem with them fighting. It's just
Yeah,
whoever is in the organization that leaks this shit, they got to find this dude and get him out of
for
there.
real.
Yeah, that's a fact. I will.
Because they didn't need to post
Team
that
spot.
shit.
I've actually one of my first junior team I ever played on for hockey. I think I was only probably there for like only a month at this point, like maybe like a month and a half, and pretty much like I got into some like beef with like the older dudes and like older dudes on the team just because some like dumb bullshit. Like we were supposed to do a rookie dinner and I had work. And they were like, "Yo, you got to show up for this shit." And I was like, "No, I got to show up to work." Like, I need
priorities.
Let them know.
Yeah,
Let them know.
I was like, "Bro, like, I got to work. Like, I need to get this money." And then they're like, "Nah, bro. Like, you're gonna get fined for that shit." And pretty much like, yeah, the system for hockey is like, you do some dumb shit and you get fined. So like, if you like lose an edge and like fall on the ice, like maybe you get fined $1. If you do something like, it's just like small, maybe stupid stuff. Like if you do like dumb shit or like you do some fucked up shit, like somebody else on the team can fine you and like be like, all right, you have to pay that $1. And it all goes towards like the team fund for like whatever, maybe like shampoo, I don't know, tape for like the team, alcohol for parties or something like that. But either way, so like I was like, they were like $50. And I was like, bro, I'm not paying no $50 fine too. And they were like, bro, you didn't go to the dinner. And I'm like, and I'm not going to pay that either. So they were like, all right. So one of the older dudes like started getting into it with me, like on the ice. And bro, he cross-checked me like right in my like ribs. And I was like, bro, don't fucking do this shit. Like we will actually go if you really want to type shit. Like we're allowed to fight now. The next practice, we're talking in the locker room and he's like, yeah, if you don't want to pay that $50 fine, like we can fight. And I'm like, all right, we'll fight. Bet. I had no problem with that, bro. I was like, nigga, I'm gonna show up to work. I'm gonna be looking spotless. I'm gonna rock your shit. So this dude's like, this dude's 21 too, and I'm like 18. Like I just turned 18. And, bro, I'm fresh out of high school. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So we get on the ice.
Did he like tap you on the shoulder?
Like, what do you mean?
Like how did he like approach you? Like,
oh no. Literally, he walked in the locker room. I'm already chilling in my stall at the end of the locker room, and then he starts talking to the other veterans on the team, and he's like, "Yo, Miller, like, you know, like if you wanna get out of that $50 fine, like, we're gonna fight." And I'm like, "All right, bet." I'm like, "I'll take that." And everybody's like, "Ooh," you know, like. And so during practice, every time, because he's a forward, so every time during like we're doing these one-on-one drills, we're going hard as fuck. Like niggas trying to do dirty shit on me. Like I'm trying to like rock that nigga shit. Then all of a sudden, just one good hit, we just gave each other the look. And I still had my full helmet. This is before I wore like the half visor that you're allowed to wear. Bro, I was like, because I told him beforehand, I was like, we have to take off our helmets. I'm not about to be on some goofy shit. So unbuckle that shit. The dude was a veteran though, for real, because he took off his helmet and he spun it on the ice. And I was like, that's kind of cold. That's cold. But so then, yo,
I ain't letting no one's power up in front of me. Like,
bro,
that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, what's he trying to do?
I would have smacked the
he
shit
was
out of
straight
him.
flexing on me, bro. I was like, all right, bet. Now I already took my helmet off too. We got into it. Bah, bah, bah. Boom, boom. I hit this nigga so many times, bro. I swear to God, rocked him. He was going back and forth. He got me like twice on the chin. Like it was nothing. I rocked this nigga's shit. I got hit my jersey over. Oh, I started to get my jersey over his, like over his head. But then he ended up slipping through and getting my jersey over my shit. And then like, bro, I was like, oh fuck, this could be it. Like this could be it. But thank God I was like a little bit taller and I had enough power like to push him down. So like we ended up falling down on the ground and stuff like that. And then we got broken up after that. But honestly, I ended up being the tightest with that dude on the team for the rest of that year. Like he was actually my boy after that. I'm not even cap.
Yeah. You get some respect after you fight.
No, I had a lot of respect for him after that. I used to like get in the gym with him and stuff like that too. But it was tough. It was funny, but it was tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think I still got a video of that shit. I think it's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah,
it's funny. No,
I
I
might try to do that.
I feel like Draymond and Jordan Poole like are in the same position now.
Yeah, and I agree.
Like,
I don't think it's
Jordan
bad
Poole
thing.
just got 100 something mil for the extensions.
That's tough.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
he's
like-
living good.
I mean,
Yeah.
like after the fight and everything.
Yeah,
Like
no,
even
he's
Ty,
doing good.
the story with your boy, like a couple podcasts ago when you were saying y'all almost got into it. But like now you guys are like the tightest on the team, right?
I don't want to say they're the tightest, but like he's cool. Like we're cool.
Mhm.
All right,
Definitely
never
not.
mind. Never mind.
We're definitely not
But
the tightest.
still,
I haven't really fought teammates. I only fought people outside of basketball.
yeah. I fought people on
Yeah.
other teams.
I did fight. I did
Same
slap the
on
shit
other
out of one
teams.
teammate though.
Mhm.
I did slap the shit out of one teammate.
That is crazy.
You slapped him.
Slapped the shit out of this dude, bro. Like,
What?
Yeah, like
It's like-
we need
Please
some
tell me what
context.
basically, I don't know. I was in the bad spot. I think my grandfather, it might have been my grandfather that's passed away, and whatever. We're at the hotel. I'm kind of upset or whatever. We're at the hotel, and he beats me to the room and like locks the door, just to be on some funny shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yo, bro, open the door, bro. Stop playing, bro. It's not the moment. It's not the time, bro. Just open the door, bro." And he's like, he didn't open the door. And I kept like asking him to open the door. And eventually, it got to one point where I just said, if I have to go downstairs and get my key, I get a new key and come up here, I'm gonna smack the living shit out of you.
That's what happened.
So I asked him one more time. It's like, bro, can you just open the door? Like, is that a good time? Like, is that being funny? All right. And he didn't open the door. I went downstairs, got the key, and he tried to like, he heard my footsteps, so he tried to beat me to the door and like close it again. I opened the door. He's like right there. I smacked the shit out of him. And then he tried to grab me. I put him in because I did MMA, and I put him in like an arm bar. He didn't.
He was done with that.
It was
He was done. He
It
was
was
done.
wrapped.
It was over.
Yeah, I did boxing and MMA. So like he tried to grab me. And I just didn't. You know.
It's raps for him, bro.
Yeah.
He's like,
Didn't
oh,
work.
Those clips.
I was like, bro, you gotta relax, bro. This is not the time. But I did smack the shit out of him. Like I'm talking like his
So,
lips
like-
was on the left side of his face. Like yeah,
like a
if I-
cartoon.
Yeah, you said you saw the spit come out of there.
Yeah, it was bad, bro. Like I winded up and everything. Like I was heated. I was
bro.
so,
heated,
like-
son.
Imagine
So, like, what
I
was
was
Tyler
heated,
watching
bro.
Yeah,
were the
just
vibes, like-
it's a pussy.
No, it wasn't like I gave him like you know from A to B like 2 feet of motion. No, I really wound up and hit him. I really wound up and hit him. Like I really smacked the shit out of him. I don't think like I would have had to fight right after. If someone smacked me like that, I would have.
Yeah, that's
it would be-
crazy.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same shit. That's
But
funny, though.
I smacked the shit out of him. Like his
So,
curls
like-
came out like it was bad, bro. I was so mad. I was
His
so
curls
mad.
came out.
And we
That's
out here.
crazy.
He tried to wrestle me to the floor on some stupid shit.
All right. So what were the vibes like afterwards? Like you guys were just chilling in the
Facts.
beds. Like what was
I
Sleep
never
with
really,
one eye open.
because we did live in the same. We did sleep in the same room. Just, 2 different beds in the hotel.
like was he? I could see him
Nah.
just like sitting forward like the whole rest of the night.
Like he really could have snuck me. He really could have snuck me. I never really thought of it that way. He could have snuck me on some old, like some
I
terrible
would've been
corny shit.
sleeping like this, yeah.
Yeah.
But if I woke up and like if I had my sense of it would have been a whole situation.
Yeah,
I would have. It would have been a whole different situation.
That was funny.
You better keep me asleep.
You better
If I-
sleep me.
If I woke up and came to my senses, or if I got hit and came to my senses real fast,
Yeah,
he would have been in trouble.
Gonna ask you guys totally different from the fighting and putting in a guy in an armbar. I was gonna ask what you guys
Spit it out,
kinda-
Luch.
bro. I'm trying to get to it. All right, chill out. Fucking hell, man. Now I gotta cut this shit out in post, don't I?
You gotta keep this.
So that's crazy.
What do you guys do for self-care? What do you guys do to keep your hygiene up?
Yo.
I'll give you an
Personally-
example, or
Okay,
you
go.
guys, or you could go. You could go first, Miller.
Okay.
Let me hear what you got. I want to hear what you do for self-care.
self-care,
keep
hygiene. Yeah, like
Are you
hygiene.
talking
keeping
like
clean and shit.
Are you talking
Um,
like skincare type self care or
I'm
like
talking about self-care,
like physically and mentally,
where you take
spiritually?
care of yourself.
Thank you,
okay,
Booch, for
I'll give
that.
you. Yeah,
Thank you, Booch, for that.
crazy definition. That opened up. That let me know.
That
Yeah.
made me think I could.
Yeah,
I'm happy he
anytime.
did say that definition. But no,
Anytime.
personally, I'm more. I mean, I obviously I'm showering every day, but I will say I am on some.
Nigga, I hope so.
These niggas are cracking up, bro. That is crazy.
Nigga, I hope so.
If I was gonna add with, I would be like, yo, like, yeah, that's why it sounded weird. I was like, yeah, I don't know how to
See,
like.
that's why I try to
say
clarify
that.
the question before I look
You're
like
right.
a dumbass.
But,
All right, here
yeah,
I'll give you an
right.
example. I'll give you an
All right,
example.
yeah.
So my self-care kind of thing would be doing my, you know, face wash routine, right? When you wake up or at night, do that, and then, you know, put your normal lotions and everything that you do and whatnot. Then I would take care of one thing that really helps with my organization and like kind of being like more like with less stress and like less anxiety for some reason, keeping my room organized. I like keeping it organized where it's like
Yes.
throughout the day, it's like I come in and it's like, oh, you know, it's nice and organized.
Love
You know, you gotta love a fresh, clean
that. Oh,
room, you know.
100%.
And
Absolutely.
I love, you know, also going to the gym, another self-care for fitness, stretching and journaling is one thing as well that has been helping me a lot.
You journal?
Yes, sir.
What you?
Yeah,
What you?
Hey.
What
I
you?
got a whole
I've been
book as
thinking about
well
getting
here
into
too.
it. I've been
That's
thinking
what's
about getting
up.
into it. It seems like really,
What do
seems really
you?
good.
What do you? No, you don't gotta get too personal, but like, what? Like, do you like journal or whatever?
So the stresses of the day or stresses throughout the week, you know, that like keep going on my mind because I feel like a lot of the time I'm an overthinker, and that helps me a lot where I put like everything that I'm overthinking about in the book in like just out of my mind where I just don't see it anymore. And it's helped me a lot, like with any situation I just stress about a lot, put it in the book, talk about it. I could do whatever I want, like say whatever I want in the book, like swear and all that stuff, you know, do whatever.
Yeah,
And it's just nice, nice stress reliever. Keep everything organized as well. Like you can also talk about your schedule for the day, or you can make your own schedule and journal or whatever. But
yeah,
also,
actually heard that too.
I got this
Oh.
book better every day, to kind of like organize my thoughts. So like every day, for example, I don't know, they go through things like the content is first self-awareness, understanding your past, your love, relationship, self-care, happiness, habits, passion, and personal growth and goals.
You
And
talking
like,
about some nasty shit in there, or like?
nah. Like I just talk about things like, you know, that help me grow as a person or anything that's bothering me
Okay,
on my mind
bet.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know why you
this
gotta
is
be
just like,
childish.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know why you got to be a little childish there. Man.
Hey,
What's going on?
I was all right. I was originally
Why?
saying I thought it was a good idea. I actually thought about getting into it. I've actually seen a lot of like successful people actually be big on journaling because it's actually I was usually more thinking about it in my case as well. You know, journaling your day, like maybe doing like two parts of a journal, like maybe like your first part of the day and then your second part of the day, or you kind of journal your day throughout, like you like do it according to your schedule, and then it's just more for like keeping you accountable, and also it helps you or like see your mistakes too, because like you know you can see, hey, like during this time I actually didn't do anything, or like, I didn't do what I could have done this, you know what I mean? So like stuff for like that could like help you stay more accountable. And I thought about
Yeah.
getting
Oh,
to
I
that a
kind of know
little bit.
where you're talking about. Like Matthew McConaughey was saying something about how he journals and how it helps him kind of keep track of when he gets those good moments and it's all journaled, and he also journals the bad moments. So when he's in a rut, he goes back to the place where, you know, he was in a bad moment and how he got out of that bad moment. So just like it's always like a reminder, kind of like, oh, how did I get myself out of this? Like, what do I do now? And it's like
That's
there
That's
for
tough.
him to help and grow. You know,
That's smart. I like that.
it helps you
No.
grow as a person and everything,
No,
which
that's
is
tough.
nice.
I mean,
But
I'll get into. Oh yeah, unless
yeah, but
you got
also
more.
like
Yeah, go.
lastly, you know, a big thing for self-care as well. I had therapy, you know, talking with someone
Yep.
that like
Psychologist?
I could just
No,
like a therapist, like a
Yeah,
therapist.
therapist. Yeah.
But I could talk to someone about anything that's going on and help me kind of, you know, calibrate and to think in different ways and to see a different perspective out of all the, you know, stuff
Is it
that happens.
is it a specialized therapist like for sports psychology, or is like just somebody to you know,
Kind of just
lay out your thoughts and how you feel type of thing?
it's kind of just for like stress and like maybe anxiety, or like to help, you know, gather your thoughts more properly and stuff like that to help you you know, be better and grow as a person. But unfortunately they can't do Zoom over me being in Argentina because my insurance doesn't cover international stuff. So it's like now I can't now I can't have it here. So I got to figure out where I can find like another therapist or psychologist or something like that, you know.
Shit, I'll be a
Would you
therapist,
recommend?
Luch.
Would you recommend? Would you recommend therapy? Because I know a lot of people are against it.
Oh yeah, I definitely,
You fucking idiot.
I definitely
Sorry, that's
recommend. I recommend that you are self-aware of how you are, and from there on, you can see where you can grow from journaling, from a person, talking to a person, letting it out. You know, you're the only person that knows how you can get better. You know what I mean? Like you can't let others tell you that this is how you get better and all this stuff. You're the only one that knows, like, this is the way to get better. And, you know, it helps to have that guidance, but it also helps to be self-aware in what you want and how to grow.
Actually,
you know?
That's a good point. Actually, so I had actually a brutal ass summer. Like a bunch of bullshit went down and just shit wasn't too sweet. So I ended up doing about I did 4 therapy sessions, and I actually just didn't really like the lady as much and I've also been like a person. I used to be like pretty against therapy. Actually, I used to be pretty against therapy because I thought it was like a bunch of bullshit, and I thought it was more like, I don't know, like I thought it was just like, I didn't think it was a bunch of bullshit, but I just thought it was like, I don't know, I just don't like having other people's opinions sometimes.
My degree,
like,
I guess.
And I I think I still will agree with that to a certain point, because I think people like, I think at the end of the day, like, I think therapists are really good and they are trained and certified, but like, I think, you know, their life experiences and how they've moved in their life is going to affect like how they respond to you. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like there's one clear path, and it's not like everybody's going to have the same answer and response. Personally, the lady that I was working with, I didn't really resonate with her that much. I was skeptical going into it. So my first session was kind of like whatever, but it was cool talking to somebody and like getting an outside perspective. I think like Luch said, I think it's really, because like you do know what your problems are sometimes, but I think like even when you like, if you really just like talk about stuff, like, because you don't have to like care about being like judged like that, because like I don't really care about that lady or what she think about me, you know what I mean? So like I think once I got comfortable a little bit, like by my 3rd and 4th session, I think I was like really like just kind of like being honest and like kind of just seeing like what like her thoughts were on like how I moved, and like I don't know what stressors like got me anxious and stuff like that, and like how to maybe avoid it before it happens, or just like maintaining that stuff. So I thought it was pretty good. After I did say I was gonna like switch and get a new therapist, but I kind of didn't. But Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
the type
maybe
of
I will get.
therapist definitely, or the type of psychologist is definitely important because I wouldn't go to me personally. I would never go to no offense, a white psychologist.
Mhm.
I just would. I probably wouldn't go to a black female either, unless it's something really specific. I would probably go to
Why
a black
so?
male.
Mhm.
Why? Because automatically, black male perspective, it has to be. There's something that resonates with both of us. We're both black males, you know.
You guys connected well already.
There's
That,
already a
yeah,
connection
yeah.
there of what we deal with on a day-to-day, everyday basis.
Mhm.
I'm not saying other psychologists or I
Yeah,
just that
no.
would
Mhm.
I would
Your
resonate more
preference.
with someone.
Yeah. I think that
You
was my
know,
problem too. 'Cause I was with an old lady and like or an
like
older
I wouldn't
lady.
be with an old
Yeah.
ass man. No,
Exactly. And
that
I
wouldn't
didn't
work
like
either.
that. I think I literally said, I was like, I told her too. I was looking for another recommendation. I was like, yeah, I kind of just want like a younger guy, like to actually just be able to talk to, like somebody a little bit younger, maybe my age range, like not like that lady was fucking
85.
dust. Yeah, she was turning to dust like next 5.
That's
So like
crazy.
I don't know. So
He
like
said
Gotta
dust.
respect the hustle.
yeah,
He
no, I respect the
said that
hustle.
lady is
But like
dust.
yeah, but like still like it was like cool to hear like perspective sometimes.
And
But then sometimes I'm like, all right, you saying some shit and like I don't need a second mother and I think you need to shut the fuck up. But like
wait, what? She told you
You
you need a
said that to her?
second mother?
no. I said I felt like she was trying to say
Oh.
some shit like she was my second mother. Like I said some shit about school and like how I wasn't like performing. And she's like, I'm performing well like last semester. She's like, yeah, well, you really need to do good. And like, it's about like, you're wasting. I'm like, do you think I don't know this? I was like, what? Like, why are you actually telling me the same shit? I
My
literally, I
parents
got a
could have
little
told
heated
me.
too. I told her, I was like, yeah, no, I know. Yeah, that's crazy. Cause I know, like,
That's not the
I've
point of me
heard this.
fucking telling you.
Exactly. I literally, I told her,
Yeah.
I was like, I cut her off too. I was like, it's like, I've heard it all before. Like, I get it. I really do understand how important like school and stuff like that is. Like, I'm not trying to fuck up, but it's
Yeah.
just like, shit just happens or whatever. But so I think I definitely needed someone else because I don't know, she had me on some dumb shit with that. No, but
What about
I
you,
don't know.
Jared? What do you think?
Well, for me, like therapy wise, I can't go to a therapist because I've just been built on writing, like how you do journaling and everything. Like I've just been writing for like 4 or 5 years now, just trying to get all my thoughts and everything.
Well, that's good. That's a form of therapy.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think going back to like the darkest times was definitely like 2020 when shit was going down, and not only did I knew like shit was going down way before then, but then I realized like the people around me knew as well, and to me, it felt like they didn't really care, and so like that brought out like a side of me where it was like, all right, I'm realizing shit like right now, and it's hard. It was hard for me at the time, so I like what I did was I wrote every day about my theories on the world and how it was shaped and why it still like works the way it does. It was pretty dark thoughts, but just being able to write it out and get it out of my head, that was what helped me to resort to writing and to resort to music as well, because putting it out there on paper is so much easier than like keeping it bundled in your head. And for therapy, like talking to someone else, I just never liked talking to people like that. Like I was more reserved as a person, so I just felt like therapy was never for me. I can't say I've tried it, so I don't know if I would like it if I did it. But for right now, I don't know.
To be honest, though, I don't mind. I've never been to a therapist either, so
yeah, I don't mind it because like I'm figuring out different things on what to do. Like now every day I write out my schedule before I go to bed because I want to know what I do that following day. When I try to hold myself accountable to being better every day than the day I was before, right? So if I can write out and stay consistent with what I put out on that schedule, I like check off if I did it or not. And I try to put like a time on it when I'm going to do it. Now, most of the time I don't really do it at that exact time, which is fine, but just getting it done and making sure that the task is done, it helps me stay motivated, and it helps me, believe like, all right, at least I'm getting shit done and I'm actually, being productive throughout the whole day. So that's one of my therapies, writing stuff out like schedule wise, meditation, we talked about it before on the previous podcast. That's big for me. Like, I think that as people, we talk about anxiety and everything, overthinking things. Meditation is one of those things where you just got to really just like stop and try to focus on one thing at a time. And if you could do that, then you can control a lot, like with your mind. And it's hard. Like, there's times I go like 30 seconds just basically just thinking, breathe in, breathe out. And then like that 31st second, I'm thinking about something else. And it's like, all right, just come back to that initial thought, like breathe in, breathe out.
You're training your mind
out.
type stuff.
Yeah. And it helps, especially in the morning. Because when I do it in the morning, then it's like, all right, like I cleared my mind. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for the day and everything. What else do I do? I definitely read every morning. As soon as I wake up, I brush my teeth and I read like 15, 20 minutes.
Ooh,
and that really helps me as well.
That's good too. That's
fine.
real good. I ain't gonna lie.
That really helps me because that almost motivates me to want to be the best version that I can for that day. Right. So
I've been seeing your quotes too. They've been
I'm telling you
quotes.
Yeah, they're
inspiring
quotes. Yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of key things in life are hidden within books, and books are like
it's right
like
there. It's a tool.
Yeah. Like, people don't realize it, but books aren't gonna obviously, like, you have to understand it and apply it. You can't just like read it and expect to be a better person, but like you actually have to understand it, digest it, and try to fit it into your lifestyle.
I think that's
exactly
all information though. I think that's because I think you can, in all honesty, I think books are really great, and I think like one thing I've seen with all successful people is like they do read. You know what I mean? Like that is one thing I've always seen, and
I wish I had the time and energy to read a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I feel that too. But like, I
just
say,
15 minutes a day.
Really good.
15 minutes
bro,
a day.
I'd be so tired, bro. I got classes,
bro.
I know.
Ty, what do you do for
bunch of other shit
self-care?
that I don't care about. I do for self-care in this aspect. I do yoga, and that's my form. The way you do meditation, I do yoga in that way. So like, the breathe in, breathe out, and a pose, stuff like that. That's what I try to do. But the other thing is, which may not work for everybody. Sometimes I just need to do something, and I'm talking like go out. I'm talking try to do restaurant. I'm talking like, even if it's by myself, I just gotta go do something. I can't.
You just gotta be active.
I just gotta be active. I can't stay in my room and like I did writing. I still do writing, but what I found for me, the best way to clear my head is to just go out. I'm with some friends or I'm by myself, go out and do something, check out an art museum, learn something new. But it can't be where I'm usually stationed at. That's what I mean by going out. It doesn't have to necessarily be a bar or a restaurant.
Yeah.
But gotta be outside of the place I usually rest at. Mm-hmm. So I have to go take a walk.
Oh,
you got to be outside.
I just actually texted the wrong person.
You really had a serious convo and they texting.
I know, but okay. But actually, what I was really gonna add to that, I just saw it pop up on my screen. No, but what I was really gonna add to that was I actually feel you about that and getting outside. Actually, just the other day, it was literally 2 days ago. I was just it was like really late. I'd already gone to the gym and I only did a little bit of homework, but I just wasn't feeling like, I don't know, just wasn't feeling too tough. I was just feeling bored and like whatever. So it was like 11 p.m. and I remembered I was like walking by my living room. I remembered having my rollerblades and I was like, holy shit, like these like hockey rollerblades. And I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna take these shits out for a spin, bro. Like I'm stressing. Like I just want to cool off. I saw this girl
just do something, bro.
That day I saw this girl like rollerblade, and I'm like, that shit look fucking satisfying, just fun as fuck, bro. So I just like, bro, it's 11 p.m. I just put in my headphones, bro. I threw on some sweatpants, sweatshirt, and I just rolled around campus, bro. I was just cruising around. It was actually dumb chill. I was just like I love the It's spontaneous, yeah.
Spontaneous of it, the spontaneity, whatever
Yeah,
word is.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah,
anyways,
it was just one of those things where I just
got to
up.
New York yesterday, because I was like, well, I either want to be just chilling here. I was bored and thinking about shit. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hit Todd and see what he's doing. Actually, I hit 3 people. I hit Drew. I hit my friend Davey, the one I was going to meet at Todd's Lounge, actually. Like, and I hit Todd. I was like, yo, it was like 11 or 10:30. Like, it's kind of late to be going, and that's how we ended up down there. Had a good time.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I mean, I thought I was gonna go out there just like, like skate around for like 15, 20 minutes. I ended up being out there for like 40 minutes, and like I was just chilling, like cruising, just like me with my thoughts. It was cool. And we have a little skate park around here, and there was like a couple ramps, and I was like, maybe I'll fuck around. I was like, fuck it. I was
I bust my ass, I bust my ass.
And I'll bust my ass. Bro, so I was chilling. I was going on I went on these like couple little ramps or whatever. I was like, this is cute, some small shit. Then I see a big ramp that like, I'm dead serious. Like, I'm sitting down right now, but like, bro, this shit was like, standing wise, like the trash can was probably like up to like my waist, and it was like there was a ramp and then there was a trash can, and it was a pretty big ramp and a pretty tall trash can. And I was low key, I was sus, but I was like, I know I'm just a hockey player. Like, I don't like do jumps, but like, can I do it? Nigga, I got so much speed. I did not need that much speed, bro. I went, bro. I looked down. I was like, I'm so much higher than I thought. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck, bro? I landed like one foot, kind of like went forward. I did like the half like split. I was like, damn. I ripped a small hole in my sweatpants, and bro, I don't know if y'all can see it, but like I definitely did my knee in a little bit. I am not going to cap. So I was a little upset, but at the same time,
you didn't regret it.
I was feeling good. So I spun the block on that fucking shit, and I fucking redeemed myself. I jumped over that shit 2 more times, and I got that shit. I was like, yeah, fuck that. And I was like, there was one other dude there, like at 11:45, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, like I'm out, Brody. Like he was like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like I saw that trash can. People were eating shit on that all day. I would never, and I was like, I should have never, but I'm out. I did it. I conquered it. I'm gonna go home. I feel good now. I was like, all right, like, and I had to work. I worked up a sweat, bro. I was like sweating my ass off. I was just cooling. So it was chill. Just get a little shower and head to sleep.
That's sick, bro. Speaking of good energy, do you guys believe in religion and being spiritual? Like, absolutely. If you believe in attracting energy in the universe, or believing in like one God and having faith in him and being positive about that, what do you guys believe in?
I believe in nothing in religion. You want to go first? Go ahead.
I was gonna say I have like 3 stories just based off this whole thing. Like, well, I'll start with today. So like, I was Instacarting, I was working, and I had 2 batches to do, and I was doing it, right? And I dropped off the first person's thing, right? And in Instacart, you can take a picture to show people like where you put it and everything. But I slid at first. I slid the option to just like press deliver, like I met the person, but I didn't actually meet the person. So I wanted to like send the picture. I was being extra. I wanted to send the picture to show them where it was. And apparently on that app, like it thought I was doing it for the second delivery, but I still had that other person's stuff like in the car, right? So I took the picture thinking that it was for the first person, but then the second batch, I was taking the picture for the second batch apparently, right? So I couldn't reach that person, that second person. I didn't know their address. I didn't know their number. I didn't know anything. So I had $250 worth of food in the back seat of my car, bro. And I was stressing because I was like me, I hate whenever I do something like wrong and it's like I can't like figure it out. I was looking up on the internet like what Instacart's support number is. They don't even have a like support number for the shoppers when you're not in a batch, which is crazy.
That's kind of
sitting there. I was sitting there for like 30 minutes trying to reach someone. I was getting pissed because I was like thinking like, damn, if I'm a customer, I would be livid too. Like this person's probably just trying to steal my shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And But I was searching, like I was trying to talk to this person, and I was getting mad, and they were like, you know what, it's okay. Like they already canceled everything. I would suggest just bringing the food back to Big Y, getting a refund, right? And I did. This is where the story gets good. So I did that. I bring it back, and I'm like, hey, so I did the Instacart, but while I was doing it, the person canceled their order. Like, what do I do with these foods? And they were like looking it up and everything. They said that for Instacart, if someone cancels an order and you already have everything, you can only refund the non-perishables. So you can keep everything else. And they go, do you have any non-perishables? And I look in my bag, I go, I actually have no non-perishables right now. So I got to keep all $250 worth of the food that I just shopped for free. And I actually got paid the $40 for it too, altogether.
How does this tie into
$40 batch? It was a $40
That's a
batch.
good day.
So how does it tie into religion?
Because I was just thinking, like, my fault. I was just saying, like, I feel like God judges those off of like good intentions, and like I was trying to be a little extra with like showing the person like where I put the food and everything, and I fucked up, obviously, but my intentions were there, and I feel like He awards those that try to do good, and shit. Yeah. I did great.
You did great.
I did pretty fucking great.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't believe in no such thing as any religion. But
I don't believe in religion, but I believe God. Definitely.
That's spiritual. But I don't believe in no, like, religion to me is like I mean, if anyone's out there and you want to challenge your faith, if you're religious and you can make it through the book that's called God Is Not Great, if you can make it through that book, I'm telling you, then you're really faithful and you really believe. But
you told me about that, actually.
We were talking about that a little bit.
It's just so much that I know about religion, because I read all the books. Yeah. The main religions. I know the main religion. I read all the books because I was interested. Not only interested, I wanted to like find my. I just couldn't get around it, and then I did the history digging of like most of it, and then this book confirms the history digging I already did, and then adds some like the way religion gets started. Like you can see it in indigenous tribes still today, how religion can still get started and add a new element to what they already believed in or didn't believe in. But to believe in God itself, to me, is just spiritualness, and I don't have no problem with that. I don't have a problem with religious people. Usually, religious people, especially like Catholics, have a problem with me not believing in religion because they always want to try.
The same way.
They try to change. Who you are. Like I met this person here, the most negative person I ever met in life, but she was Catholic. And she was telling me how I'm doing all the life wrong. I was doing fucking yoga wrong. Apparently, I was doing yoga wrong. Don't know how I was doing that wrong.
That's the one that came into your mat, that was judging your mat and shit.
Yeah, judging the mat. But she was very religious, and but like just that statement, I literally looked at her and told her, I was like, see, this is why people that don't believe don't like y'all, because you guys say that we're living wrongly because we don't believe in the same things you are. And if you're going by the perception of life, and your reality is different for every fucking human being. So even if I did believe in God, I wouldn't believe in God the way you do, just because we're different people.
I really think it's like, who's to pick and choose, bro? I think it's like, bro, there are a million different religions. I think there's a million different ways to live life. And I always like, just to prove my point, I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, I grew up atheist. I've never believed in God or religion. I think that stuff is a form of control, and it's honestly some brainwashing shit. You know what I mean? And I'll 100%, like, there's no doubt about it. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing anybody can say to prove me wrong. Like, I mean, nigga, we can just start off with that the world was not created 6,000 years ago. You know what I mean? And that's when in the Bible it said,
Jesus, all the great things Jesus did, they say that he did. He already died before most of the stuff that they say he did. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff.
Exactly. There's a million.
I'm not gonna list it out.
I'm just saying. Who's to pick and choose? Because like I think like I think your example there, Jared, like good intentions. Like I think who's to choose whether your good intentions actually get like blessed
'cause
by God or not, because there's so many people with good intentions that end up getting fucked over all the time. I think just because you have good intentions, like who's to pick and choose? Like I think bad people have good intentions sometimes and they get fucked over.
Shit.
Or like there's people that are robbers, and like in all honesty, why won't God strike down somebody that's on a car chase? You know what I mean? But all of a sudden the dude ends up escaping and like dodging through, weaving, a fucking cop car flips over and he's out. But like, I think my last point, sorry to bring it up, but like, I think like when you think about religion, I think like, I think of ISIS and like the Taliban stuff, and like they believe in religion. These people are grown up off religion, and they believe that, you know,
they're
like
extremists,
themselves,
but
they're extremists.
They're extremists.
I know, but I'm just saying like they do believe
their
that by
interpretation
doing their interpretation of religion, they believe that by like, you know, like killing Americans or like doing whatever, like hating like, you know, like gay people or doing stuff like that, or like not letting women talk and like, you know, doing all these like terrorist acts and like killing themselves will like make them go to heaven and stuff like that. And it's like, how are you going to tell me that their religion is any more right than anybody else's? It's just literally up to interpretation. That's why I can't really support anybody that's like telling me that I'm doing something
I can
wrong
support.
or something
I can
like
support. Go ahead, Luch.
Yeah, I could see that, you know, perspective of you know, what you think about religion and how the good people, you know, always sometimes get fucked over, and the bad people out in the world, you know, just keep going and living good. But I also think that because for me, I believe in both religion and spirituality. I'm not hardcore into religion. I'm very open-minded with how that is in my faith and the way I grew up in and how I believe and pray. But I also believe the spirituality part, where the science behind it, where you know, be positive with yourself and have good energy in the world, you'll get the good energy back from the universe.
Normal, though. I think,
you know?
I agree with. I
that's
like
what
that
I'm saying.
point,
It's the
but I think
universe.
but I don't think that's universe. I think that's actually just like scientific facts. Like if you are,
that's
good
what I
to
was
people,
saying. I was
they
saying
will
it's
be good
science.
to you.
It's science.
Okay,
But that's not
that's what
always
I'm
true,
saying,
though.
yeah.
It's not always
But it's
true.
not-
Like how
it's
you
not
said.
always
No, you're
true,
right.
but
You're
I feel
right.
like-
No, it's
Wait,
not
wait.
always true.
I'm
But like
agreeing
in
with
general,
Luch,
in general.
but you said you believe in religion.
Yeah.
To me, what you just said was all being spiritual.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
of course. That's what
You
I'm
can
saying.
pray like
That's what I'm
not saying
saying.
you
That's
can't.
why I said in the
okay.
beginning, I have an open mind in religion and
Okay.
how I see it. You know, like you said
You have a
before,
third
you
eye.
can see it in a different perspective. You know, your
Yeah.
reality is different than my reality, and
Yeah.
and like I grew up with a certain thing on religion, like you should believe this and that. But I grew up myself just being open-minded as a person to see different perspectives in life. And that's where I found like the middle ground of religion and, you know, science and good energy and everything. Like there's this book called, it's called La Salma, algo así. Something like
Spanish?
that.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the universe, and it's in every language.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's about how they put in religion and science, like both mixed in, and it makes you think about the world differently and all this stuff. And it's really good. I really like the book.
I'll put the suggestion in. I will
Yeah, I'll
definitely
put
look at and read it. But
I'll put it in.
I
no,
agree
I
with
wanna
what
read
you're
too.
saying, Luch, 100%. That I don't have
Yeah.
a problem. Again, I don't even have a problem with the hardcore Catholics or the hardcore Christians. I don't really have
No.
I mean,
any
they hate
problems
gay
with
people, so I think that's a problem.
They do.
So-
That's the thing.
And that's
like,
dumb
that's
as
the
fuck.
thing,
If you
bro.
really think that those people are gonna tell me that
I
those
didn't-
hardcore, like they
I
think
didn't-
that gay people are gonna go to like hell and shit, it's like,
Yeah,
you're dumb.
but that's
you're
their
dumb as fuck. Like,
reality and everything, you know. And
I
like
know, but that's
as
why I don't
being-
like religion
as
in
a
that point.
being
I don't
as an
think religion-
open-minded person as well, like you shouldn't like give any energy to that, like.
I don't
And
think
you know you
religion-
can't change them as a person either.
oh,
You can't change their views.
No.
So
but
it's like
Luch,
talking to
I've
a
never
wall,
tried.
you know what
You're
I
right.
mean?
No, I've never tried to change. I've never tried to change anyone that's religious because
Yeah.
it's on. If you believe in that already, like I'm not going to
Nah,
try to
some people
change
do
your
change.
mind.
Just people.
You're
This
right.
guy goes
I've
around.
given people hints, but like
This
I'm not
guy.
gonna.
This
Yeah.
guy goes around and has like seminars trying to disprove religion and stuff. But anyways, I don't think religion is a completely bad thing. I think it's okay to have faith in something. It's just, I guess when it gets overboard and the things get misconstrued and the message gets lost in the writing, I think it's hard to get behind, because if we're logical beings, which we're not, but we're logical beings, it's hard to get behind if you're a logical being. They say, and I kind of believe he's there. I don't know if he's there. I don't know if it's a he. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Entity, you know what I'm saying? But
it's something.
It's something, like, you know what I'm saying? But
that's how I feel.
It's hard to believe someone's in the sky and I can't touch it, feel it, talk to it. There's no senses with this. There's no real connection besides faith. And if you're a logical being, you can't go behind faith.
Yeah. And that's why I exactly blind. It's blind faith. That's exactly what, like, kind of. It's literally blind faith.
There's also a little bit of science as well behind it too, bro. You know, where did everything come from? You know,
bro, it's like literally like the books are all
there's nothing. There's nothing. I think the Big Bang from nothing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
No.
Something has to.
They go.
Bro, the book's been rewritten about thousands of times. Like,
where did everything come from? No one will ever know. So it's not that. Science doesn't prove anything to be right. Science just proves that everything, something's wrong. It's false. Yeah. The truth is, we're trying to get as close to the truth as possible, but in reality, there's no real truth. It's just something is false.
Yeah.
And all these scientific things is just for us to perceive it better.
Yeah.
For us, perception, mathematics, science, psychology, how to perceive these sciences and perceive the world better for humans. So religion is, to me, another form of science. If you take it for what it is at its core, it's like another way to explain the universe that allow humans to perceive the world in a certain way. That's a good segue into the sex before marriage and marriage in general.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm gonna ask this question: what do you think a good age is to get married? Let alone, we're gonna talk about the sex part later, but what do you think?
Like 20, 27, 28.
Yeah, I was thinking around like high 20s,
you don't like
low
that?
30s, maybe.
Luch, I'm married right now.
Luch is only missing a ring, right? Like, honestly,
he might just have it. He might have
financial stability right now.
Yeah. I'm that early 30s. I say like 30 to 35. I think
30 to 34.
30 to 34 sounds good. Because I think after that, 30 to 34 is like my range where I think that'd be a solid time. But at the same time, I do want to I want to focus on myself so I can be the best version of myself possible before I have to kind of relinquish.
Shut it down.
Yeah, shut it down. You know what I mean? It's not about going out and being single or whatever. It's really just about being able to put all of my energy in my. But no, I want to put all my energy into myself. I want to be able to be the best version of myself possible. I want to have that financial stability, like Luch said. I think that's huge. I don't want to be strapped for cash when you want to have kids or you want to deal with buying a house and stuff like that. So I definitely want to be good on all fronts and at least have a different set of goals that are going to put me in another level, because I want to be leveled up to a certain point by that time, but I want to be able to have different marriage goals and family goals. After.
What about having kids? When do you guys think a good age would be?
I don't even need kids, Luch. I don't need them.
You don't want kids?
Bro? I don't really need them.
I want mad kids. Selfish. I want so many kids.
You're just like fucking
nigga, Jerry.
I
want 4 kids. Bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't need them. If they happen to have, but I don't need them. I would say I don't want them because I'm selfish with my time. I'm selfish with my money. I want that shit to be for me and my wife.
You're like my brother. You're literally
I don't need them. I don't need them at all. You're literally like my. You're like my.
That's I love family. I have so many cousins, and it's we're not near each other right now, but. My grandma had 11 kids.
Do you need 11 kids though?
She was popping things out.
I mean, you don't
Was
need
it-
it, but like to build like a good family
Got a foster
culture.
care system over there.
Yeah, facts.
Nah, my other grandma does though. My other grandma does. So like,
Nigga.
no, like just that family orientation is just.
Yeah.
I
When do
love
you
it.
think
So,
around what age?
You gonna have a kid at
yeah,
24?
I'll
And
give
how
someone-
many?
Yeah, I was just about to say I'll give one right now. I'll give one right now.
Would you actually, Jared?
You have
I
no
don't-
money.
nah, not
How are
right
you
now, not
supporting
right
the
now.
kid?
I'm thinking I would shoot for like 26 though.
26.
That's
Ooh,
early.
wow.
But like
in
that's
4 years, you're ready to have kids.
How old are you right now?
I could
23?
be if I would push myself to do that definitely.
Really?
Okay.
You're
That'd be a
23
goal.
or 22?
22.
What is the rush? Like, what's your rush? Like, what? Like, why do you
I don't
want
have-
I might be
kids so
sterile
bad?
after 26. I might be sterile after 26.
Shut the
Shut your
fuck
dumb
up.
ass up.
You know what I mean?
Bro,
Like,
yeah.
If a woman
Yeah.
came out here and said that, that makes sense because the longer they wait, the more chances the baby's gonna end up fucked up.
Wait, who came on and said that?
I'm saying if a woman came on here
Woman
and said
came
that,
on.
I
I would be
understand
like, that
Yeah,
makes
but-
sense. But what you just said, you bullshit.
Yeah.
What about you,
Oh,
Miller?
man.
When do you want to
I'm
have kids?
personally, I would be. I'm still in that like 30 to 35 range. Maybe like closer to 35.
Yeah.
They
Like,
say as
I
a
think-
woman,
I
you
think
should have it from
a-
26 to 29 to 30. After 30,
Yeah.
you're really pushing it. Like your kid gonna end up with like some problems, guy.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Problems.
I'm honestly, personally, I mean, I was gonna ask y'all like how many kids y'all have, but I grew up in a family of 3. I think 2 is low key fine.
2 is the perfect
On the
amount.
low. Yeah, I think that's a good
4
number for me.
bro.
4. That's a good
Yeah.
look. I thought about that for a while.
I was thinking
How much
25
I
to
need, like,
30 range,
7.
like kind of
25
around
to
there.
30.
I want to
Okay.
be a young
25.
dad, you know? I want to be,
Yeah.
25.
yeah, like, you know, when everything goes well, putting some good
You know
energy
how much more
out
money
there.
I'm gonna have? You know how much more
Yeah.
money I'm gonna have if I don't?
I said
settle?
around there,
know.
all right? Around
No, I'm
there.
saying-
I'm
no,
not
I'm
saying
saying-
at
I'm-
25.
No,
okay?
I'm just saying for myself. I'm saying like,
Shit, man.
you know how much
Yeah,
money
but
I'm
no,
gonna have
Luch, you
compared
saying if you fall and stumble and you know you
he
know
said the
kick a
birth
rock,
control
you know,
slips out.
exactly 25. You're like, all right, locked in.
But yeah, I would definitely want to have like 4 kids, you know, some boys, some girls.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
a
I'm thinking one
good-
boy and
good
one girl, or both guys. Both
project,
boys would be-
project,
If I had kids,
project
if I had-
Messi.
Project Messi.
That's
Like
great
she
project
said,
names.
get to the work, get to the drills.
They're gonna set some cones up. You ever see those TikTok videos?
Yeah, bro.
Project Mbappe, and then they show
Yeah,
the
yeah,
cones. They
I've seen
show the cones and everything. Like,
Oh, man,
okay,
what
this is
y'all
what you're
talking
gonna do.
about?
You're gonna like
Yeah.
they set up cones like in the room. Like, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go around the
Oh,
cones. This, you jump
yeah.
over this, and then they veer to the.
And then the
Baby.
baby's just
And the baby's
laying-
just like in a shirt, and like the boots aren't even fitting. He's just like,
yeah, that's just
it's
funny
like
as hell.
Project
Actually.
Mbappe. Yeah,
Yeah,
I have no idea what y'all talking about. But
it's
I
like
mean,
pretty
a
much
project.
just trying to-
Project.
I feel like me and
LeBron.
Jared are on the
Yeah,
same page. Like,
You know what I
it's
mean?
literally-
It's
yeah.
like Project LeBron. Like if you were to do
Yeah.
that with your kids, you know, it was just like a joke. But it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
saying
No, I
like,
saw
oh,
that
you know,
shit,
I'm
though.
about to train my kid to be LeBron,
Yeah.
like type stuff.
Project
That's what it
LeBron
was.
is hilarious.
Yeah.
My kid has no choice to play basketball though. That's the stand.
I don't agree with that.
I don't
think
care.
what I would
I
show.
don't care.
I would-
care.
I mean, I would definitely
And he's
show my
gonna
kid like a
fucking
bunch
enjoy
of.
it. He's gonna enjoy it.
See, I don't agree with that at all because
I don't
what
care.
if
Those kids never enjoy
that
it.
what
Those
you're-
kids never
I'm not gonna
enjoy it.
forcibly
Exactly.
put a basketball and
They
say
never
beat the
do.
kid up if he don't want to play basketball. That's not what's gonna
My
happen.
kid's gonna be.
But you're his
Well,
dad. You might as well.
But I'm
you're
a
literally
basketball
like,
player. Kids follow their dad. Kids follow their parents.
no,
Not me.
most of the
dads
time.
me.
write the
My
rules for
dad's-
their kids. That's what it
my
is.
If
dad's
I
been
wrote
telling
the
me
rules for Mike, if I would have ended up a finance major, if I didn't follow that shit,
No, but I'm saying
just
as
gonna
like
give
a-
him the
a
tools to play
child,
basketball.
bro.
like
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but-
be playing basketball. Usually, kids want to follow what their parents do. A lot of kids.
I'll put a basketball in my kid's hands. I'm not gonna be like, go fuck. Like you see, like how many
I'm
I'm
parents
not
are
gonna
like,
do that.
actually
I'm being
fucking,
dramatic.
Like,
You dick fuck.
nah, I know.
You
Fuck
did.
you.
But some people aren't. All right.
I know some people aren't as well, but I feel like
Never heard that.
if you gotta just put like different things into your children's head. Like don't just put them on one path because
No.
that path might
I'm
not
just
be
saying,
for
like,
them
if
at all.
Steph Curry is always on the TV screen instead of cartoons, well, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah. I think one thing I will do though,
I'm gonna be the
will
best
probably be
fucking
like,
shooter though.
yeah, I will just be like, I'll just tell him like, hey, like stick to sports, like maybe like stay away from like.
Oh, you can't be
bands
fat
and
in my
theater.
house.
You're not gonna be fat in my house. That's not
I swear to
happening.
God, you're not gonna be fat in my house.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen. That's one time
That's
I'll
one
drag
thing.
that kid up on a treadmill. I have that nigga's legs walking, bro. I swear to
I'm
God,
like-
like this.
First of all, there's
That's
gonna
just-
be
that's
only
just good
water
habits
in my
to-
house. Miller, you know
Yeah.
that. There's gonna
Yeah,
be straight
hell no.
water. It's
Straight
water
That's
and
just
ice.
good habits to develop for
Water.
your kid, just to be active all the time.
There's
Yeah,
not a
no,
chance.
facts.
There's not a chance my kid could be fat.
Yeah.
Shit, me, my wife can't be fat. So
Yeah.
the kid that can't be fat.
She don't have kids and be like, well, that's cool for you. Ain't that crazy?
Hey, you gotta go to the gym tomorrow, right? 8 a.m., 9 a.m.
8
What time you
a.m.?
thinking? He's like, what am I getting a little bit? What time you want to be at the gym? We can do this together. It's a us thing. It's not a you thing no more. It's a us thing. You know what I'm saying? We're married, kid. It's a us thing. Like I need my sex life to be still.
Hey, let's
You know what I'm
get a
saying?
little salad. Like, you know, a little dress. Are
Are you feeling a little bit of extra water and lettuce today?
Yeah,
Nothing else.
You don't need the fruit juice. First of all, if my wife likes juice, it's already wrapped. There's not gonna be juice in my house.
Well, you gotta like
special
juice,
occasions.
That's crazy. Juices crazy. Special occasions.
Special occasions.
Yeah.
Special
I'll do that.
occasions.
I'll rock with
You know how
that.
much weight I lost from just cutting out fucking sugar juice?
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, I
That's
guess
a
Lost
lot.
like
That's
9
a lot.
pounds.
I
have
barely
chips
have
in my house.
Yeah.
I'll have chips in
Yeah.
my house, but
Mhm.
maybe a chocolate
chips
bar.
are,
here and
oh,
there.
those
Gatorade protein bar.
Tostitos chips with salsa. You know what I'm talking about?
Gatorade.
Oh,
Those
Those are
Tostitos
great
chips
eats.
slap, bro.
oh my god.
You can, bro. I can never end like go into the fucking Tostitos bag. Chips and salsa. Stop playing with me. That shit is too good, bro. I swear to God.
That's why I can't have too much of that either. Because you know me,
you actually
Yeah.
I had a problem.
Ty
bro.
talked
That's
about
why I
this.
threw it out. Stopped it. Stopped it, bro. I don't
You
do
literally had a
it no
problem
more,
with the
bro.
chips and
I
dip.
got
swear.
Nature.
I don't blame
You know what I eat now? Nature Valley bars, bro.
Those
Bro,
are good.
those
I be
slap,
busting
bro.
those. I have those
Honey
all the time.
oats
slap.
Yep,
Yes.
I be eating them.
You know what I'm saying?
Actually.
Like I be
Yes,
eating
yeah.
Hello Nature Valley, the Nutri-Green. I be doing shit like that now, bro.
Yeah, those are good. Those are really good.
I eat
Swear to God, my wife
anything
gets fat.
besides
That's a
vegetables.
divorce. Can't.
Tragic.
Watch out, ladies.
If you fat, and you don't want to, all right, let me take it back. If you get fat and don't want to do nothing about it, you're playing with your marriage. That's all I'm saying. You're playing with your marriage.
All right. That's I like that better because like no
I like that
warning,
better,
no
too.
nothing. Like,
Yeah,
No
just
warning.
like-
Crazy. I told you.
Ty just goes.
I'm gonna start rubbing the stomach a lot. She gonna ask
Get
for
up on that
sex.
scale. Get up on that scale.
She gonna ask for sex. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
She gonna be like, what's wrong? I'll be like, nothing.
Step up on that scale.
I just got a lot on my mind.
What's
It's
wrong?
like,
Oh, those numbers are kind
Jared,
of like
I got a lot
divorce.
weighing me down. I can't have sex tonight. Lay me down.
Especially with you on top of me, I can't.
I
Like,
can't. I got a lot weighing
My
me
stomach,
down
my
right
stomach's
now.
starting to feel a little bit more pressure than usual. Coming back down a little hard.
No,
That
I'm
extra
saying-
10
Oh my
pounds
God.
is actually 20 pounds
You're
of
not-
kinetic energy.
Fuck,
you're
I
not
can't do
controlling it that much anymore. It's just
I
not.
can't do it, bro.
You're not controlling.
If your
There's a
ass
lot
look like Humpty
flopping
Dumpty,
everywhere. Oh my God.
you can't fuck with me, bro. I can't be with you. You got some time. I'm gonna give you some time. I might give you a lot of time, but at some point,
I love
pressure
working.
gonna break.
I
Like the
love
scale
working out
did.
with. I love working out with my
Partner.
girlfriend too, though. Yeah, like that's like the
Yeah,
best. Like,
it's good.
To
the
be honest, I
absolute
don't like
best.
it. But
I've
if
never
my
done
wife was
that,
fat
yeah.
and that's the only way I could get her to the gym, I would do it.
Wait, what did you just say?
I said I don't like working out with nobody. I just like doing it myself. I'm in and out there
Yeah.
45 minutes, hour.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
I feel that.
Wait, but
And it's
what
like
was the
my
second part you said?
space. I said if this is the only way I can get my wife to the gym, yeah,
Oh, okay,
I'll
alright.
do it.
Yeah, I feel
What do you
that.
think I said?
Okay, support. At least you
I
support.
thought you were calling an ex fat, and you just had to do it with them.
Oh,
No, I never had a fat ex. Are you crazy?
I was about to
Yeah.
say who's a fat ex?
Squad.
I never had a fat ex. Are you fucking crazy?
All right. Well, I think we'll end it off there. It was a great podcast.
The girls I have dated has been fun. What you talking about?
All right, guys. Well, that's the end of the podcast. I hope you guys enjoy. Check out our handles. Link in the description. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace, sir. Peace out, y'all.